this is Jacob. Uh, we're both from Payson, high school sweethearts. Waited for him while he was on his mission. Came home and did the family thing.
We've been married for almost 20 years.
Wow. That's awesome.
A long time. Doesn't feel like a long time.
Yeah.
But we've
Goes
got
by fast.
4 kids. They're almost all of them teenagers now. And we have a YouTube channel where we kind of just share our lives and document that and spend time together building, memories and traveling and all the things that come with it. So that's what we do.
That is so fun. I absolutely love that. So what prompted you guys to start your YouTube channel?
So I always liked to video and capture memories and things like that, even before YouTube, when our kids were teeny. And then I started a YouTube channel and shared the link with everybody in our family. So all my siblings and everything. And I said, okay, can you guys, this is where we'll just share everything. This is where we'll keep our memories and we'll be able to go back and look at them whenever we want. And after like a year or something,
I don't think it was that long.
it was nobody else had posted anything, and we'd posted like 65 videos or something. And so,
Oh my gosh.
and then we have some high school friends that were doing YouTube full time, and we ran into them, and they said, you guys should you're already doing it. You might as well, kind of make a business out of it. And so the passion was already there before we actually started to do it, for real. And then, so yeah, but I always like to capture family memories, and we actually now look back and wish we would have started it sooner, because I don't feel like we had enough of when our kids were little teeny. There's all this stuff we remember that we wish we would have captured for when they were really, really little. But it's been pretty fun.
And he's really good at it. He's got a good eye for the cinematography and all that stuff. So
That's awesome. So you do most of the filming and most of the editing, and Annalie, what do you do?
Same.
Yeah.
I just don't have like the artistic, I'm not quite to his level yet. But I gather a lot of
She does the great cooking.
filming and cooking and stuff like that. So
That's
we
awesome.
actually just posted one today about a Halloween recipe. So it's just fun. We just kind of play around with it and grow and stuff. So it's fun. My kids can check out and see how to make the stuff that I didn't show them when they were
growing up.
That's awesome. So how long would you guys say you guys have been doing this?
What's that?
How long would you say that you guys have been doing this?
3,
This has just been 3.
maybe more.
I think it's been like 5.
Like consistently posting on YouTube. Yeah, probably closer to 5 years. I think, I'm trying to remember how many videos. There's over 1,500, I think we passed videos posted on YouTube. So a while. We've been doing it for
There's
a
a
while.
couple on there.
Yeah. That is awesome.
Yeah.
So out of all of the adventures that you guys' family has been on, what would you say is your favorite?
The Redwoods.
The Redwoods?
The Redwoods was my favorite. I mean, we've been to Disneyland a lot, and we love Disneyland, but the Redwoods was just, I had never been there, and so it was my first experience with it, and they're just so massive. You don't realize, even looking up at them, how big they are until you cross one that's like falling down, and it just goes for just ever. It was unreal. That was my favorite
And I think
trip was the
I think the
Redwoods.
kids would say the same thing.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, we would just kind of duck off and hit the beaches if we saw them, and it was just really laid back.
It was,
just to chill.
we did over 2,500 miles in 5 days.
Wow.
So, but
And
the
then
kids, they loved it. It was like one of their, I think they'll agree. I think they'll say that was their favorite, like trip or family experience of any of them. So,
So fun. If
That's
you can
so
go,
cool.
I highly recommend it. So pretty.
Good to know. Good to know. And we all need to meet up at the Redwoods.
Yeah, serious.
Um,
Probably not a lot of people
we have,
also.
yeah, for real. All right, we have a question asking how do you guys decide what to share or what to post?
That is a very
That
good
is
question.
a good question.
And I think probably because like depending on, we always want to make people feel good and feel positive and also be real at the same time with what we post. But we don't share, so we share a lot, but we don't share, like we've had when the little kids get hurt, we don't share that stuff. We just talk about it after. We're like, oh, you know, this happened, where maybe you've seen some YouTubers or things that will show those things on their YouTube channel. We don't do that. So there are some things we keep private. I don't really talk about my work.
Yeah.
What else? But yeah, we mostly things that uplift. We want to uplift people and try to put more good into the world. Our kind of motto as a channel is be the good. And so we're just trying to create more good for people. And it also motivates us to sit down at the beginning of every week and go, okay, what things are we going to do as a family this week? You know, our goal for 2 years, we did it every single day. We posted 7 or more videos every week.
Wow.
And so now we do 3 or 4, but it still makes us have to sit down at the beginning of the week. It was good motivation to go, okay, what are we going to do as a family this week? And it was almost like, you know, having an evening for the family, you know, 3 times a week. And so it made it really nice, and the kids just got used to it. So, yeah, but we post basically what we do together as a family.
Yeah.
Adventure. We have had some talks, you know, some more serious talks throughout the years, as like we had someone we actually knew was in Las Vegas when the shooting happened. And so we sat down as a family in front of the phone and in front of the camera and talked about it, talked about kind of what we thought, talked about our experience, and how we talked to the kids about it. And so we have sat down and actually just talked about real issues when they came up and actually impacted us, you know. Then we sat down and talked about it, because I think it helps. And I think, and I don't know, we haven't really had, a lot of people have negative comments or negative feedback on their channels. We've never really experienced that on our channel. So I really like what we share. We try to always share positive. Even if a negative comment sneaks in there, we kind of reply back, oh, thank you for your feedback. We're glad you're here. Hope you enjoy the content. And so we try to be positive all the time. But
Yeah, and we also want the kids to be comfortable, like, so we don't want to share anything that's going to make them feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so when it comes down to what we share, what we don't share, there's a lot of thought that goes into it, and we just want to be really careful and just remember that they're going to grow up and they don't want a lot of stuff online, you know. Anyway, but yeah, we take the kids into account a lot with it and what we feel comfortable and stuff. So far so good.
Yeah, it looks great. I love everything you guys are posting, and I can definitely tell that you guys are definitely trying to add more light to social media instead of heat, because there's a lot of that going around. So thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
Okay, we have another question asking, what is the average time you spend on your channel?
like time spent editing and stuff like that.
Yeah, like all of it combined.
All of it combined. So probably for each video. So we've got pretty good about when we're capturing everything. We don't do retakes or anything like that. It's just capturing life as it happens. And so that doesn't really take any time. But yeah, the gathering of the footage, probably only editing probably takes an hour, maybe.
Well, it depends on who's editing. If I'm editing, it takes like 3 or 4. If he's doing it, because he's the major editor of the vlog, so he's got it down to a science. But it takes him about an hour. It takes me a little longer.
Streamline the system, and it takes me about an hour of video, and so but daily was tough, and so I would basically set a schedule that didn't take away from family time. Basically, I took away sleep time. I got less sleep, and I would do it because that was one condition too. We weren't going to do it if it took away from time together as a family. And so I basically just slept less. You know, so I did the editing and the posting and the thumbnails and all that stuff. So, but I think the whole time, hour and a half of video daily, that was a grind.
Yeah.
But 3 times a week, 4 times a week, it's
easier.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So.
Dang. That's a real dedication right there. We have another question. This is from someone's kid. It says, do you make money off of it?
Yes, we do. There's different ways, like, and it depends. We have a few. So yes, we make money every single month. And it's funny because YouTube has picked up a few of our videos, and they've, you know, one in particular is like 1 million plus, you know, and it's go crazy, and it's actually a Christmas one. And so that one, whenever, it's funny because you watch as Christmas rolls around, that month we get paid quite a bit. So it's kind of nice because that's one. So it just depends. We've had a few that have done really good, but yeah, pretty consistently we get a little bit every month from YouTube. So, but nothing, I mean, for 1,500 videos, it's not. It's not
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, we're not really in it for the money. We do it, and like I said, when our kids, we've noticed, and I've noticed that even when our kids are having a hard day, they'll sit down and pull up their favorite family memories. You know, they'll depending on which child we're talking about. You know, one of them, if they're having a hard day, they'll go say, okay, I'm going to this playlist. I'm going to go to the Disneyland playlist, or I'm going to go to, you know, our Halloween or mom's cooking playlist, depending on, each child has their favorite. But we've got it split up, and they just sit and they can just binge on family memories. And so I think that was awesome when they started doing that. So
it's kind of like a scrapbook. They just kind of open it and just kind of look, you know what I mean? Do the kid, they remember, the feelings and all that stuff. So it's really cool. I'm really glad we have it. We don't have
that's super
for all
cool.
the scrapbooks.
That is awesome. So you guys mentioned that your kids were entering their teenage years.
Yep.
There's a question someone said, what's the key to having your kids want to join in family activities happily?
Happily? Okay. No, they've all been pretty awesome. And I think one of the things that we did, and if I'm talking too much, you can tell me. What we did really, really young is we've done this even though we weren't even, you know, doing YouTube back when they were really, really small. We've done this since they were really little. And so, and we always try to make it fun. It's not, but like I said, they didn't bat an eye, and they loved when we did, you know, 2,500 miles in 5 days. But it's because even when they were really, really small, we were doing road trips and going to Moab and stuff for the day. And we do weird things. If you look on our YouTube channel, we'll do day trips. Like we'll drive 5 hours and back in a day. Like we've done Yellowstone in a day. Dang close to it.
Dang close.
Dang
Really
close to
close.
a day. We were almost home, and I got really tired, so we just like pulled off and got a
it was
hotel.
like 11 o'clock in Pocatello.
But anyway, I think we kind of got our kids to do it just by always doing it, and so it was kind of an expectation. But we have now a 17-year-old and a 15-year-old, and we've found ways. She's interested if we let her bring a friend.
Yeah.
And so, because if it's all about friends right now, right? That's how the teenagers are when they get a little bit older. And so we have a 7-passenger van, and there's 6 of us. And we always remember a quote from Marjorie Hinckley, where she's saying, you know, open your pantry and let them eat, and make your house the place where everybody comes to, and be a good influence and things like that. So as she got older and was more wanted to play with her friends, we said, well, bring one with us. And so we've tried to find solutions to, teenagers when they get older, like, they're not that interested in going on a hike or, you know, doing fun stuff with family then. But so we've found ways to kind of make it work, but they've always been pretty good sports about it.
That's good. That is so awesome. I love how you guys started young and just kept that going to like ingrain that into their brains, maybe without even realizing it. That's awesome. There's a lot of different ways of organizing family history, and obviously you guys keep your guys's in one spot on YouTube, on Instagram. Do you think your kids will show their kids what they did when they were their age?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
I hope so, but yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and some of them have shown interest already of capturing stuff they're doing and sharing things. They're kind of following that trend already at a younger age. But yeah, I think family history is going to change. It's going to, just capturing it and keeping it and sharing it. It's not only going to get easier, but it'll be more personal. Like there's sometimes that it was a more serious subject, and Mom and I were able to sit down and just talk. But people reply back that it's comforting. But I think in the future, like, I think it would be awesome to listen to my great-great-grandma sit down.
Oh.
And if they could have sat in front of a camera and just shared some personal stories or shared that, on video would have been just amazing. Would have been awesome.
Like seeing our grandparents at our age now and how they handled stuff. I mean, that would, I would prize that above everything. That would be so cool. Like even when I just find pictures of my grandma when she was younger, or letters that she wrote to my mom, or recipes in her handwriting, and just like, oh my gosh, my grandma. So I don't know. This would be awesome if I could see my grandparents at this age and stage and like see how they were. You know what I mean? It's really, I don't know. I think they'll watch it.
I hope. I'm sure they will. I'm totally sure that they will. And it's cool because through video, there's like a different connection that's felt through video because you can see them, you can hear their voice instead of compared to a picture, you can just see them, or a voice memo where you can just hear their voice. So I agree, videography is very special. So for our challenge tomorrow, it is a dance challenge. And is there anything that you guys have learned during doing the dance challenge that you want to share? Any fun moves? Any sneak peeks of anything?
I don't move like I used to.
That's right. Trying to share dances that we did. So when we were first married, we did some swing dancing, and because what was that called? Ska or something. Or like there was music that was more popular back then that was conducive to that type of dancing.
Yeah, ska music, I think is what it was.
We would go to the college, but yeah, trying to do it now is really, really hard. Not as fit and small as we once were.
Nope.
But it was fun. No, that was fun. We did it. Did we do it last night?
Yeah, the kids really liked it. Like Maddie was telling me today, she's like, "That was so much fun. We should do that again." So.
Yep.
It was a lot of fun.
I have it on my phone, some of it, but I don't know about. Where is it? Where's my phone?
I think it's over there.
Let me see. Let me get it. Let's see if we can find.
Do you want a sneak peek?
I'm sure everyone would love a sneak peek.
Let's see if I can find.
It's pretty rad. You're gonna love it.
So when you guys were doing it, so you taught your kids some moves. Did your kids teach you guys some moves too?
Well, I showed them and they went, "That's cool, Mom." And then Maddie did one and I tried it. Like I said, I don't move like I used to, but
all right, there's the.
It was fun. They taught us a couple things. Dad did the floss.
Mom was doing.
Oh yeah.
Mom was doing the boot scoop boogie. They thought that was hilarious.
Oh, that's a good one. That's
they
a good
wanted
song.
to teach us the Macarena, and I'm like, wait.
That's
wait
from our that's our generation. There's some Running Man. They showed us some break dancing. We tried. Oh yeah, you want to see Dad try and do the turtle? Does everybody know what the turtle is?
It's pretty amazing.
It's not.
You love to see it.
It was really hard. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, put it up.
Jack the turtle, but it's really hard. It's
Sure, Dad.
like that. And that was it.
Oh yeah.
You're supposed to be able to like spin around, and I could once upon a time, but not now. I was just
could too.
red faced
In
and
high
out of breath. It was really funny. But
Oh, that was so impressive.
It was a lot of fun.
there's the flossers. I'm trying to see. Oh, you want to see the lawnmower?
Yes.
I don't know how much you want to see. I don't know how much.
Oh, as much as you were willing to show, I'm pretty sure we want to see it all.
All right, let's see if we can see that one. And then you put this. The weed whacker's the same, but you're just going like this. But you still gotta like full start it. I don't know if that's from like the.
I wouldn't
That's
say
older.
that's like
That's-
Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, that's super old. That's super old.
Oh, I was crying. It was so fun.
But it was. Oh wait, should we show them the sick dog? You will
Sick
not
cat?
know. This is the weirdest. The kids do this, and I think they got it from a Christmas. It was so. The experience was funny. It was hilarious. So it was super fun. So you guys should definitely try it. This is, and your kids might surprise you with like the weirdest things. So this one is called the sick cat. You ready?
So
I don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
Wait.
Let's see if I can get it to work here. You ready to go? See it?
yes, yes.
It's so weird. We were laughing
We
so
went
hard.
to see Juanito Bandito at Christmas time, and one of the actors did that, just improv, and the whole audience was just dying. It was
And the kids have held on to it, and
And
they
the
do
kids,
the
like,
sick cat.
grab that, and it's
Oh
happening.
my gosh.
But
Anyway,
it was pretty funny.
they taught us that one. That's fun.
So we had a good
That's
experience doing
fun.
the dance challenge. It was really, really fun.
Highly recommend it. It was fun.
Oh, that is so awesome. Oh my goodness. Dancing is so much fun. Are there any like songs that you guys danced to, or was it just free dancing?
I think no slow dances, right? We did the what's one, just the Brian Setzer Orchestra. That was the one
Yes.
we swing to the most.
Yeah.
That we did swing dancing to.
Yeah.
But did we have any slow dance songs? No. No. Yeah, just that. I think it was it called ska?
I think it was called ska. If
Back
anybody
then.
remembers, it was like the swing time.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, he could lift me, and he'd throw me around. It was a lot of
That's impressive.
fun. We'll break a hip, and that'll be bad.
Yeah. That's awesome. So, if you had to recommend on a scale from 1 to 10 that challenge, what would you rate it?
I rated a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like challenges. I'm going to say a 9. I like challenges with food. So the only thing that would make it a 10 would be food, you know. But it was really fun. So yeah, 9 and a 10.
I love it. Solid.
Fun. It was fun.
That is awesome. Well, those are all of the questions I have. Do you guys want to share anything else that you guys want to share, or any other questions that the audience may have?
I think
Go out and do something with your family, with your kids. They might be grumpy about it when you try to put them in the car and take them, but they'll be happy and they'll remember it.
give them candy. They'll be fine.
Food, as long as there's food there.
There's food. If you've got snacks in the van, they'll be fine. So.
And they'll remember them forever.
Yeah.
It's a struggle, and sometimes it might be painful when they're little. When they're teenagers, it's always a different type of struggle. But go out and make memories and capture them if you want to. But if not, the kids will remember them forever, and so will you. And then some of the ones that were the worst disasters were the ones that they remember the most and hold the dearest. You know, we got downpour when we were trying to hike in Zion's Canyon, and it's the stuff they remember the most. They love the most. So don't get grumpy if it turns into a disaster. Try to make it
roll with it.
fun and happy, and they'll remember it that way, right? They'll remember a happy memory instead of a sad one. So try to go out there and make memories and share them.
Yeah.
So
It's a good recalibration too.
yeah, that's
We've
true. We
noticed
found.
that when we get in the van, after we get
That's-
home from the trip, they're tighter. Like there's
Yeah,
more
everybody's more in sync,
unity.
and
Yeah.
that will trigger trips sometimes. I'll be like, okay, everybody get in. We're going somewhere, you know, because you put, and other people hate it. We love it when you get in a confined space and go for a long time, and they have to figure out how to deal with each other and deal with it. Then by the time we get back, everybody's in sync and
Yeah.
and
It's really good.
better. So do that.
Yeah. Do that.
Do it. Amen. Thank you guys for joining. You guys are so awesome, and I love what you guys are doing on social media and continuing to strengthen your family bonds. That is so awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This was fun.
You're welcome. All right. I think that concludes our interview, but thank you guys for joining. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome. See you guys
See you
later.
See ya.